Before I came to university, I was more excited because I was super ready to leave home. It was both harder and easier in different ways. The actual work itself was a lot more independent based. It took a lot of trial and error until I eventually got into like a rhythm that fit this new style.
It was definitely a culture shock. I spent a lot of time sort of getting used to the buildings and the resources. And I was so used to studying and rehearsing in one format in sixth form and then going to completely different resources. That took a while to get used to.
I would say the difference between sixth form and university learning would probably be just the way that you do it. You have to learn to be an individual as opposed to they're teaching you how to do it.
Learning, it's kind of on my schedule, which is what's so great about it. Every day is completely different. So for example, like today I don't have university until 2, so in the morning I can study. It means it can be flexible around my job and my life.
It took me a while to get used to the fact that every essay will be different for every student on my course, and we won't necessarily be doing the same things, which is what I found in sixth form, but that's okay, and that can be overwhelming but also quite exciting as well.
Now I'd say it's probably like 80% working independently, 20% working with my tutor. I mainly do the work they set me online, and then seminars are just for a chance for us to discuss that.
I would say a challenge that I found was definitely referencing, because in my first year I did a joint subject, so the referencing style is completely different, and so when I was doing 2 essays at the same time, one for English, one for psychology, I was mixing up my referencing styles.
A drama student is very practical. It does take a while to sort of get my head around the academic work. So it's really a very different discipline, and I found that the theory does inform the practice, and you can't really have one without the other.
I'd probably say to get a diary. I think having a diary that you actually write things down and have like a plan for your week is really useful, and then you can maybe schedule your time a bit better.
My academic advice to a prospective student would be definitely learn as you go. So if you have a massive textbook that's horrific and you don't want to read it anyway. Just read it like bit by bit. You don't have a massive bit at the end of the year and you're panicking. Just do it as you go.
My writing style has just become more academic. Like there's a way of writing that I don't think you really learn at A level, but you learn at degree level, so that's changed. I'm probably more self-motivated as well. Now it's because I actually really enjoy my degree. I don't just want to get a grade, it's because I actually like it.
My biggest advice is to plan. Carve out time to have fun planning your research time. And that's the reason why you're here and you're spending this money to learn and to know more about your craft.